everybody, welcome back to ElChizzoReviews. What's this? ElChizzo's uploading regularly? Yes, I'm trying to be a little more consistent with my uploading schedule, so things are gonna be chaotic until I solidify my system. Now why don't we talk about what we're reviewing today? In the past, you've seen me review a few figures from the DC Universe figure line. But did you know that in that same line there is a bunch of 5-inch figures? Before I roll these figures out, I want to make a few statements about them, as there are a few rules that sort of exist across the board. 1. They all have 5 points of articulation: head, shoulders, and hips. There are no knees, no elbows, and no waist joints. 2. These are much cheaper than the bigger figures and often reuse molds from previously existing figures in order to cut down on cost. And 3. They are styled after the Justice League and Justice League Unlimited visual style, so they look much more cartoony than the bigger figures. This does not mean they are bad by any means. I want to say that right now. Simple does not equate to poor quality. Now that we have that out of the way, let's begin. Starting with the most obvious choice: Superman and Ultraman. This is an example of that point I made earlier about reusing molds. Ultraman, right here, is just a slight remold of Superman, lacking the molded detail of Superman's logo and the molded lines of his boots. However, the belt remained the same, and so what they did there was they decided to use those molding lines and kind of try to trick you into thinking that it's supposed to look like that by adding little spots of silver paint over those molding lines, and then just kind of flesh it out. They added one on where each elbow would be. Yeah, kind of lazy, but you know, Ultraman wasn't in Justice League or Justice League Unlimited, so they had to think something up that would make it work in the visual style. Another thing worth noting is between the two of them, Ultraman being the evil alternate universe version and Superman being our good guy, Superman's the one who looks like he's about to kill someone. Look, they painted his eyes red. He looks like he's about to laser someone in the face, and then Ultraman over here is just kind of relaxed and chilling. I don't understand that. Also, if you can tell, Superman's cape is just almost a half a shade darker than Ultraman's here. And so that could get confusing from behind, especially if you can't see the boots. I used to play this game with my brother every once in a while where I would hide the boots and hold him behind and ask him to tell me which one Ultraman was. I got him every time. Anyway, moving on. Let's get you out of the way. We have Metallo, the man with the kryptonite heart. I actually really like this representation of him. His skin and clothes are torn up to reveal his robotic body, and he has a properly green eye on the right side of his head. His right, not your right. Oddly, his robotic arm is molded with an open hand, kind of like Superman's was, but it's got more of a bend in it than his more fleshy one on the left-hand side. Maybe it's to draw more attention to it? My favorite thing about this figure, though, is that no matter what nefarious deeds he intends to commit, he's ready to do it in style. As you can see, he is wearing his fancy dress shoes. Sorry, I had to mention that. It makes me smile. But yes, this does really fit the visual style they're going for. And I actually really like Metallo as a villain. There are times I wish he got more attention. Moving on, we have Silver Banshee. Now the first thing you'll notice is that her hair is all one piece. And because it's so long, it tends to impede the already limited articulation. She can't even turn her head without making it look like a spinal injury. You know, look at that. Hold on, let me see if I can. Some broken neck syndrome right there. It makes me wonder why they didn't just make her head and her body all one piece, solidify it, and, you know, just save on money, since you can't really turn her head that well anyway. Other than that, there's not much to say. Her left leg seems to have warped slightly, and it's been like that since I bought her, so I assume maybe she was cooled too quickly after coming out of the mold. Yeah, that's about it for her. Finally, we have... Ah! How did that get in there? It's not from DC Universe. It's not even 5 inches tall. Calm down. Calm down. Maybe we can just cover this and get it out of the way. Yep, it's gotta be done. This is from the Green Lantern movie figure line. They had a whole range of lanterns that came with replica rings from the movie. If you want to know what the replica ring looks like, it's just a non-light-up version of the one I had in that awful other review. I'll leave a link, but don't watch it. It's awful. It's a figure. The figure will eat your soul, and this is just one of its many servants trying to steal your will to live. This one is supposed to be supercharged Hal Jordan. Ew. Okay, no more. Let's get this thing out of here. Let's get it out of here so I can destroy it in a controlled explosion. Ugh. But aside from that last bombshell, the rest of the 5-inch figures are really great. Amazingly cheap, and if you're just gonna have them sit on your shelf, they're great for collecting. Yeah, a lot of molds do get reused, but people buy repainted Transformers all the time. I don't see why this is any different. So yeah, go ahead and go buy some if you were ever into Justice League or Justice League Unlimited as a kid. That's about all I have to say for those, so thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and leave a comment telling me what you want to see next. If you're new to the channel, then why not subscribe? And hey, as long as you're in the subscribing mood, a friend of mine has just put together a video game review channel. It's new, but he's got big plans. I'm going to leave a link to his channel in the description below. His channel name is GameFilth Go check him out. You're gonna love what he has. Remember to share this video with friends or family who might be interested in anything I show or review on my videos. Thanks once again, and I will see you next time.